right? So day trip today, we are heading to Vienna. So excited to be going to Austria. We didn't think we were going to be able to go, but it is only an hour and a half from Brno.
And it's only $60 round trip, so we'll add that to our costs here in a couple of weeks when we do our full 3-week tour cost breakdown.
Central Europe, yeah.
What we got going on in Central Europe.
So we made it. We decided to walk to kind of the city center here because it's just about 1.5 miles.
Yeah, it's not a
far.
bad walk at all. The sidewalks are great. There are bikes you can rent if you'd like to that are real close to the train station. You just ride in. There's bike lanes everywhere.
So far, what we are seeing is a lot of absolutely gorgeous architecture, so we're excited to just kind of walk around and explore. And the thing is that we have about 7 hours here, so we are going to try and bring you as much as you can fit into one day here in Vienna.
Should be plenty of time.
So we are here at the Opera House, kind of a must-see spot if you are here in Vienna. We did go and check and see, and the way to see it is there's a guided tour. You do have to go on a guided tour. It's €13 to do that. But then there's also shows that are going on later. So if you want to buy tickets to go to a concert instead of just having a guided tour, that might be an option.
Right, and we're not going to completely cheap out on you guys while we're here in Vienna. We are going to pick an activity, and we're just going to choose which one. We're going to choose wisely.
Have to pick and choose. Limited hours. So there is no lack of things that you can go see and do here. There are museums all over, and then churches.
Yeah, St. Stephen's Church is one we were just at. Now that was free to get into. For what you saw in the video, it was free. There's a paid portion of that as well. Now the music you heard in that video is actually being played by the organist right there. I tried to get a shot of him. It was kind of hard, but pretty amazing. Back in Europe.
Now this city is probably one of the more walkable cities that we have been into. Absolutely beautiful. I know I've said that before, but what is striking us is that everywhere you turn, it is absolutely gorgeous. So.
Yeah, you know, it's almost like there's any building you see you think has got some significance to it. It's so beautiful, or it may just be an apartment building. We don't know. But this city is beautiful now. As walkable it is, and as much as there is to see, we're getting thirsty, and I'm curious to know how much a beer here is in Vienna. In Czech Republic, we were paying $3.25 US dollars for a pint of beer. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't rival that.
Yeah, hopefully not. We want to find something that's not in the city center. So we're kind of walking out of the main city center here. We try and get away from some of the touristy spots a little bit. So hopefully we find one here quickly.
The Vienna lager sounds good.
It sounds really good. So we thought we found our spot. We sat down, we were ordered, and then I asked if they took a credit card, and I'm so glad we asked because they did take credit card, but they had a limit of $50 or 50 euro. So that is just something to kind of be aware of when you come in here.
You know, the beers were, I did find the Vienna Lager. I was excited about that, and it did cost about €6, $6.50 US. So they do cost more here, but that's okay. We're in Vienna, we're in Austria, and we're willing to pay the price 1 or 2 times.
1 or 2 times, yes.
Okay, now we were just talking about the double-decker tour bus.
Yeah.
That is something we would consider doing if we were here in Vienna. Because like we said, all these buildings, they're significant for something, and a tourer would tell you what those things were. Now, the hot rod tour that we just saw go by,
now that just looked like fun.
that's more our style.
Yeah.
That would be something that we would seriously consider doing.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, so we know nothing about it. We just saw him going down the street, so I'm sure if you Google it, you'd be able to find it.
Hot rod tour. Now, you probably can't stop and drink beers and eat back in those hot rods is what I'm guessing.
Probably not. Probably a downside.
But how much fun would that be? Right here. There's a beer garden, a beer garden. Translation, beer garden. Let's go.
I don't think that's it.
Oh yeah. Got a beer in my hand right now. This would be great.
Still on the beer search.
We're still looking for beer. Can you believe it? It's been like 3 hours.
So we had an absolutely fantastic day here. We saw a lot, but can you see Vienna in 1 day or 7 hours?
No, you can't. The reason we have to leave, we've got a train to catch. If we could, we would have stayed for 2 or 3 days. The fact of the matter is, it just costs too much this time of year for us to stay in this fantastic city. I'm gonna double down on the tourist buses. What are they called?
The double-decker.
The hop-on, hop-off buses.
It'd be the way to go.
That's the way to go if you've got limited time. That's what I would do if we could do it all over again. Come for a couple days, at least.
Yeah. Now, I would say, though, if you only have, like us, the day, and you are, say, in an area that you can get there within a short period of time on a train or bus, still do it, but map out exactly where you want to see and like those key important locations to you, because you can come and you can see those things, but it's not going to be enough to see everything, because honestly, there were so many things we walked by, and if you didn't notice, we didn't go into anything. So one of the things that you are going to miss that we noticed, like we were offered to go into so many of the different shows that are going on in the evening.
Right.
Here's the place to do that, and we couldn't go into any of those because we have to catch our train. So yeah, so definitely, I don't know, I would say 3 nights.
3 to 4 days.
Yeah, 3 nights, 4 days would be fantastic. So
do it, you won't regret it. Next week we're going to be in Prague.
Yes.
That's going to be another fantastic city. Now I am probably going to jump on one of those hop-on, hop-off buses. Whether Carrie comes with me or not, I don't know. But we walked probably about 10 miles today, so
we'll see. We got 4 days in Prague, or 4 nights, so we'll talk about it later. All right.
Cheers.